Barbara Liz here, and today we're going to make flowers from pop cans. So I have been using plumbing parts that I got at the Habitat store and gluing them on the bottom with industrial glue and gluing each layer because this is multiple layers of cans that I have cut and put together. But I wanted to do this idea at a local event outside. And so the plumbing parts and the industrial glue was not an option. So I came up with using buttons, large buttons that you would get off of coats or sweaters or buy. But you need them large to look good in the center of the flower. So I had to get them ready for people to put together. So I pre-drilled 2 holes in the bottom of all the cans. So, and then I cut the tops off. And I don't have one with a top on here, but I did use a scissors and just cut through that edge of the top of where you open the can and then cut it off around where it tapers. And then this is how they got it. So the top was already off because that's a little harder to cut. And the 2 holes were drilled in the bottom. And you just cut. It cuts very easily. I've cut many cans, never cut my hands. So you cut as thick or thin as you want. So this one, I cut this can down in half, and then I used some of these fancy scissors. Now, these scissors will not cut down into a can like this. So you actually do have to use a half, just cut, half of your can off. And then this will cut the bottom half. But it works great for centers. So I'll see if I can show you that up close. But it makes a really fun, pretty center. So, but won't cut all the way down in the can. So you do need, and just a lightweight scissors is best because then you can cut thinner strips. If it's too clunky, it's just not necessary. But you do have to cut and then cut a little further to get to the bottom of the can. Now, something that I found, it was fun. The tall cans that, are beer or other types of drink sometimes come in really tall cans. That was really fun to have extra long petals and then have some shorter ones. But I could not fit the tall ones under my drill press, which I drilled holes in a lot of cans. So I did use a drill press. So I had to cut them all like this, cut all these petals, flatten it, and then put it underneath my drill press. But I really did like to have. And then the little cans that are tomato juice or the little short individual ones, those work great as well. It's just nice to have those different sizes. Some of the tall cans in the sports drinks are narrower, so you can't always use them for the outside because the next layer that you cut, like a regular Pepsi can, doesn't sit down inside. That's what's happening here. This one is narrower than the standard pop cans. So in that case, you would just use numerous narrow cans together because you do want it to fit inside. Otherwise, it's going to be a little wobbly and it doesn't look good. But there are big cans, tall cans that do have big bottoms, but that's just something to watch for. Don't want you to be disappointed when you get into it. And then I used a 10-pound wire. This is plenty heavy. And you're going to find that the holes aren't always in the exact same place when you're drilling them, but it doesn't matter. Your wire will work its way through to wherever the holes are at. So I cut about this length, and the reason for that is because I wanted wire left over. Not all scissors cut wire, you might notice. To be able to tie it on a fence or tie it on a stick or tie it wherever. So you want long enough ends. So I just used 2 holes to put my wire through. And I did put my wire through the button first, and then through as many layers as you want it to be of cans. So this is just a single one to show you. It makes a fun center for your flower, and then just twist it on the back. That's all. Just twist it tight. You'll see you'll need to get it tight so that your buttons lace as flat as it can. And then you have about this much left to tie it, wire it on whatever you want, a railing or fence or whatever. So that's it, easy as can be. So have fun with your aluminum can.